Whoo! Good morning. Thursday morning here in southern West Virginia. It's wet. Been raining. Supposed to get rain for a couple days. It's been pretty dry. I mean, to me, it's been dry, through the late winter and spring, and I can see us needing a little bit of rain. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I was wrong once before. Well, I thought I was. Then I found out I wasn't as everybody else. But I started early this morning. I was out on my side porch where it's screened in at about 4:30. Something through there, 4:40, something like that. And I was out there and just sitting there in the shade of the porch. Neighbor street light, was kind of shining a little bit. But just sitting there and pondering things and run through my email and see if I got any messages on Facebook and all my fans, that come back and tell me I need to be on my meds and get my tinfoil hat on and all this stuff and yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Some of you doing the same thing. Some of you know what I'm talking about. They put you down the same road. I try not to have an opinion. Opinions were settled thousands of years ago, people, when God said, "Let there be light." And then he went through the next 6 days putting creation on its course. And the seventh day he rested. Some say it's Saturday, some say it's Sunday. I don't think it matters. It's a day you just take time to honor God. But it was settled then. Opinions were basically just erased, okay? They were basically erased because opinions they are affected by wants and desires and lust and greed and all kinds of stuff, anger, all kinds of stuff. Vicious things take place inside of people's opinions. The Bible speaks against that. He says, "Be not conformed to the world." Don't settle on what the world's telling you or what all these different avenues they want to put you down. Jesus Christ said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." There's thousands of paths and avenues to go through a swamp. You can step around a rock here, a tree here, a lily pads here, and this, that, whatever. And there might be 1,000 ways to get to that you got through there, and you say, "Well, I can get through it." But the reality is, there is only one safe path. Jesus Christ has already laid it out. And people reject that. They reject it. And they listen to others that have rejected it, and then they start drawing conclusions and opinions. And those conclusions and opinions, they affect everything in life. They affect the operation of our homes, the operation of our schools, the operation of our businesses, the operation of our anything and everything. Everything. They affect the operation of a fire department or a Salvation Army or a hospital, a college, our governments, local, state, and federal. They affect continents and the world. Opinions. But there is only one true opinion that will lead you. Job said, "This old life is full of problems, man. A lot of sorrows. Not going to be here long. You're going to have problems." There's only one avenue as long as you walk. You're born into the earth and you walk through the earth and you die. There's only one avenue that's actually safe. We have to face the problems of life. I mean, there's nothing going to stop that. But those opinions, they affect our feet, the path of our feet. David said, Lord, let your knowledge be a path unto my feet, a light unto my path, or something, drawing blank. But he said, light my path. Let me see where I'm walking, Lord. But those opinions do not ask for that insight into the next step. Those opinions but that's what's going on right now. You look at Washington D.C. right now. There's problems on both sides of the aisle. Make no mistake, they are. Both have their issues. But so help me, people, the issues on the left side of the aisle, on the Democratic, the liberal, socialist aisle, side of the aisle, it's pitiful. It is literally pitiful. They started making excuses for little things years ago. And look at them now. They are in literal chaos and anarchy. Every damnable thing you can imagine is taking place within the Democratic Party. Why? Why do people not see it? Why do people not recognize it? Why do people continue to back it and follow it, support it, pay for it? They pay for it coming and going. They'll put, we put $50 toward a candidate. Gets in there, he dumps his garbage. Well, that candidate, once he dumps his garbage into the system, and the system takes hold of that, it's going to trickle down on you. It's going to trickle down on your family. It's going to trickle down on your bloodline, your children, your great-grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren, down through your descendants. That godless, immoral garbage will trickle down on your descendants. You know, Old Testament Bible, God said, I am the God that visits the iniquity of the fathers. He visits the hidden sins of the father upon the children, down even into their third and fourth generation. He visits the hidden sins of the father that are passed down, taught to his children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, his descendants. The thing that the father turned loose is going to fall upon the children. Are you hearing me? The things that the father turned loose are going to cause judgment to fall upon his children. You know, Washington is dysfunctional. Basically today, I could probably safely say Donald Trump has help out of maybe 40% of Congress. Maybe 40. You think about that. As corrupt as Barack Obama was, Donald Trump's only got help out of maybe 40%, less, maybe even less. You think about it. Barack Obama was a lying, scheming, cheating, half-breed communist Muslim that act like a nigger. And don't give me your racist crap. What does the black community call a black man that can't be trusted? They call him a nigger. Ugly? Yeah, I buy it. It's ugly. Barack Obama chose to be that. He chose to be that. Okay? He chose to be that. And yet Congress worked with him. They tried to help him get things done and passed. The Affordable Care Act, the Obamacare. It was created on a friggin' deception. The man that drew it up, Gruber was his last name. He drew it up. The architect of Obamacare. And he even told it. He told it, people, when Obama was in office. Obama, the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, was nothing but a big deception. Nothing but a big deception. Sarah Palin tried to tell him, listen, there's death panels in there. The majority of Congress were Republicans. Did they listen? Did they listen? Frig, no, they never listened. They passed it. They passed it. And Obamacare was nothing but a path, an avenue of the cruelty of socialism to break forth in America. You need to realize socialism and Islam is a socialist system, people. Let's face it. If the ends are the same, they are the same. They both want control. But they both kill to get what they want, okay? Face it. Face it. They both kill to get what they want. The Affordable Care Act. Obamacare was nothing but a path, an avenue for a socialist cruelty system, cruelty-filled system to come into power. They've been trying to crush democracy and freedom and liberty in America for years. Barack Obama was their hope. Hillary Clinton was their next hope. But after all their lying and cheating and scheming and plotting, all this evil that took place, you know, Old Testament Bible, David said the wicked plot behind closed doors to capture my soul. The wicked plot behind closed doors to capture my soul. After all the liberal, socialist, Democrat scheming and plotting and cheating and fraudulent bribery and every damnable thing that went on, they lost the White House. Oh, but we should have had it. We cheated enough to do it. We should have had it. Donald Trump must be rotten. Why did you support them? Right now, their lie has been uncovered. Their treachery has been uncovered. They're up there. Listen, people, they're up there backpedaling right now. James Clapper trying to get the monkey off his back. Obama ordered us to do it. John Brennan was over the CIA. He said, I must have received some bad information. James Comey's on going out and done a little pep rally and said, oh, we was following a higher power. We was doing a better work. The friggin' pervert lied. He cheated. They're cheats. Cheap cheats. Cheap cheats. And your liberal media, man, I'll tell you, they're every friggin' building they're in need to be burnt to the ground. They need getting rid of them. They got on this friggin' bandwagon for 2.5 years and they plotted against America. They followed this line. They plotted. They cheated. They cheated you out of truth. They was cheating you out of justice. They were cheating you out of hope. They were cheating you out of fairness. Their offices need to be burnt to the ground. And line them up with those friggin' liberals and socialists in D.C. and just shoot every friggin' one of them. Just shoot them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. What they done was wrong. What they done was wrong. They was peeing on you. They were peeing on your family. They were peeing on your bloodline. And they're still trying to do it. People, they don't have a choice. They do not have a choice. Van Jones years ago on CNN, he works on CNN, I guess he still is, I don't know. Glenn Beck showed a video when he was on Fox News. Beck showed this video of Van Jones talking to a crowd of people. He said, "We will either win or be crushed." We will either win or be crushed. Why not just get beat or lose or something, not quite as harsh or drastic? Why would he be crushed? Maybe you need to ask Van what he was talking about. That's an idea. Won't you start asking those people what was behind the scenes that they wasn't telling you? Now that would be a story, baby. That would be a story. That would be a story. To find out what was actually going on in the background. Yeah. Yeah. More and more is coming out. The Democratic Party had set itself on a course to destroy American freedom and liberty, to destroy your individual hopes and dreams. They were set on a course to destroy the original honorable American dream. Letting these illegals in, wanting to get rid of the Electoral College. What does that spell? Well, if they can get 100,000, 3 million, 4 or 5 million illegals into California and there's no Electoral College, then they're already 4 or 5 million votes ahead. They were reaching to destroy your hope, your dreams. They were wanting to take everything that was precious to you. They were wanting to smother it out. Think about it. Everything that was protective about your life, your individual rights and freedoms and liberties, your individual joys and hopes and trust. They're willing to destroy it. They are willing to destroy that to push toward a lie. A lie. You remember when Adam and Eve was in the garden? You remember the old serpent come to Eve and said, "Is that a big apple? Man, ain't that a unsharp looking apple? Ooh, I'd say that thing juicy. It'd say something else. Yeah, but we ain't supposed to touch that serpent. Now, we're not supposed to touch it. What? You mean, who's, I'd say God told you not to touch that. Let me tell you something about that apple. You know, if you eat that apple, you're going to be smart. You're going to be knowledgeable. You're going to learn things. Hey, you're going to be as smart as gods. Yeah, but I can't do that, serpent. He said, oh, man, Eve, don't you realize that if you do this, you could probably just walk right around what he said. It reminds you of Eddie Murphy smile on it. But you can probably walk right around what he said. Yeah, and just a little bit later, their packs were on their back. God had to put clothes on them. They didn't have enough sense to have clothes on. They hid themselves in the bushes. God had to make clothes for them. Told them to pack their bags. They was kicked out of the garden. He placed an angel at the gate of the garden with a flaming sword and said, hey, sucker, you done it to yourself. And things went downhill ever since. And the same thing, the same lion serpent that jerked Eve's chain and led to Adam having his chain jerked, the same lion serpent's talking today. That's right. The same friggin' treachery that went on then is going on now. Stealing the rights, stealing the welfare, stealing the goods, stealing the help, stealing the hope, stealing the peace, stealing the joy, stealing every bit of it in the name of, oh, look what we know. Look what we can do. This is all going to work out. We're going to have free here, free there, everything free. The same friggin' rot that's going on right now. Deceptions. America, don't let these people jerk your chain. They're not fighting for you, okay? When you gonna realize that? These liberals and such are not. Do you realize that liberalism carries the seed of anarchy and chaos? Look at the Democratic Party now. Look at them. They're in a friggin' meltdown. Every damnable, smelly piece of poop that was floating in the sewer is over right now screaming within the Democratic Party. Those people are in a mental meltdown. They are in a mental meltdown. Everything you can imagine is coming out of the woodwork. They are, listen to me, they are anarchy and chaos. Liberalism carries the seed of anarchy and chaos. Look at them. They are what is born out of the seed. They are what is born of that seed. They are anarchy and chaos. They are anarchy and chaos. Listen, if your families and your bloodlines, if my family and my bloodline has a hope or a decent shot at life, those people are going to have to be shut down. They will have to be shut down. I'm not going to go into. I can say more. Go into more of what God has told me and showed me. But I won't. I'll spray you a minute or two. People, this liberal socialist thinking is going to have to be stopped. It has no place on American soil. It has no place on American. Look at them. Look at anarchy and chaos. Let's go back to that. Let me bring this out to you. These liberal socialist politicians won't stop illegal immigration. They refuse to build the wall. They're pushing for these people to have voting rights, even though it's going to overwhelm and smother out your rights. You got these judges now that are refusing to pass judgment upon them, even letting them go. You got one going to be in trouble right now. You got one like New Jersey, New Hampshire, New Jersey. This woman, ICE catches this fella. She lets him loose twice through a back door somehow. Lets him loose, and now she's going to be facing charges. You got this this Texas attorney general down there. This black guy saying, I'm not going to press charges on these people that say they have a hard time. They're stealing out of need. And then you got this this black attorney general up around the Jesse Smollett case. Says turns him loose and refuses to press charges. Look, two totally different crimes. They know for a friggin' fact Smollett broke the law and done all kinds of stuff there. And now the brothers are going to sue him because defamation. He talked them into it. He paid them to do it, and now he's got off. And they're, he needs to get his head cracked. And that attorney general let him loose. That woman, she needs to get her head cracked. That attorney general down there in Texas, he needs to get his head cracked. That judge that turned that illegal needs to get her head cracked. Someone needs to lay a friggin' ball bat across her head. They're perverts, people. They're friggin' perverts. That's liberalism, people. That is socialism. That's what it does. It carries the seed that creates tears in the lives, in the eyes and the lives of the innocent, the honest, the upright, and the helpless. It releases the tears, the pain, the sorrows, the grief. It releases all that chaos and anarchy in people's lives. It releases it into people's lives. Share the video. Just share the friggin' video, people. Share the video. Don't say it on your ignorant butt and act like nothing's going on. Share the video. This video is truthful. It's honest. It's up front. Share it. Share it. That's the way I want my videos. I want them honest. I want them up front. Listen, where there's no truth, there's no hope. Where there's no truth, there's no justice. Where there's no truth, there's no peace. Where there's no truth, there's no glory. Where there's nothing there but a lie. If all you have is a lie, you have nothing to stand on. You have nothing to build on. You have nothing. You have nothing. Share the video. Share it to your family. Share it to friends. Share it across state lines. Share it. What does the Bible? The Bible says truth will make you free. Truth will give you a path of hope. Hope maketh not ashamed. Share the video. It's not hard. Don't take you, 15 seconds? Can you invest 15 seconds of your time into putting putting some truth out there into people's lives that they can take hold of it and say, I see, I understand now what's been taking place. Are those people's lives not worth 15 seconds of your time? Are those people's lives, or those different groups out there and their lives, are they not worth 10 minutes of your time? Are they not worth 30 minutes, an hour of your time to see that people hear truth? Are those people mean nothing to you? Share the video. Share the video. When you can raise your head proudly and say, I've tried to help. I've tried to do what is right and honest. I've tried to help. Then you'll have more peace with what's going on around you. Have a good one.